Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Mage, and today we are bringing you our 6th qualifier match of Season 20 for the Free-For-All Masters League. We'll go ahead and kick things off by starting in the top left corner. We have Easy.Let'shave. He's better known as Let's Have Some Fun, and he actually has not played a full season in FML, but he did win a qualifier in a very tight game against, I believe it was actually DV. I think it was DV, Krav and Magadansky, and Let's Have actually came out with a win on that one. So he's got quite a bit of talent, and I know he plays on the Play Free Fall ladder quite a bit as well. At the 12 o'clock position, we have Junkersz. I don't really know a whole lot about him, except that he is pretty popular on the Free For All ladder. And actually, that's about all I know, so his playstyles can be very different from me. Below him, we have Brainman, who's probably our strongest player in the game and has the best spawn spot. He is a very good random player, really plays everything well. I think Orc may be his best race, but he's certainly no slouch with Undead, and that may be the only thing keeping it close here with this lucky spawn position. And then we have our third Undead player, Tyrant66. He made the FML finals. We recently did a shoutcast that involved him as well. Pretty well known for hoarding, but has the ability to rush somebody out early on should he need to. So he really is going to be a wildcard factor in this as well, and one of the better known players. So unfortunately, Let's Have has the worst spawn position here. Probably going to need to rush out either of our players, depending on the scouting. I would presume he'll try and rush out Junkersz. I know that they're either good friends or have some history together, so we'll see what type of history that is and how it works out for him. But he does have an interesting build going on here with a lot of stuff fairly far away from the base. We can see by the positions of our other players that he really is kind of the exception to the standard Undead build rule, but it does look like all of our Undead players are going to... Oh, we have a Dreadlord there, actually. So we'll have 2 Death Knights, a Dreadlord, and presumably an Archmage that will be out momentarily. And if you give me 1 second, I'm going to try and integrate Magadansky in via Skype so that I have a co-caster for the game. Okay, sorry about that. Maga is not quite ready, but we should have him on soon. Hopefully I won't completely screw all the audio levels up on this. But as a lot of you that watch know, it's somewhat of a risk to have me trying to do stuff on the fly without a lot of testing. So Let's Have is going to take the first expansion, and if our Undead players are smart and don't want to get rushed out, they'll allow him to have both of the expansions next to him, just to prevent any infighting there. Does lose a militia, which is not going to be the best thing for starting it off, but 4 should be fine for this. And then we have Tyrant starting to lag, probably not good. Alright, so Tyrant is going to be able to maintain himself within the game. I'm very curious to see Junkersz start here with this Dreadlord. Does look like he's going pretty heavily for ghouls, and maybe showing some innovation. Got that Alkalite out for an early expansion, I would presume. But we'll see what he does there. And then the latest of the DKs, Brainman brings his Death Knight out now. Only has 1 Crypt Fiend out, but he does have a Ghoul coming with them and a second Crypt Fiend on the way before too long. Looks like we are going to see Tyrant bring down the second natural expansion over here, but I do not see an extra Alkalite yet out. Up there it is, so he'll get his expansion up before too long. And Let's Have, despite having the bad spawn position, may have a fairly significant advantage if he gets a second expansion up quickly. Does look like he is pumping peasants right now, so I'm guessing he's going for 2 expansions before teching. Smart move on his part, I think, as long as he's happy to try and just do some cross-expanding here and not take somebody out early. Does look like Brainman will be the 3rd player to get his expansion up. Junkersz looks like he's going to be the last one to do so. And trying to watch this ghoul creeping pattern. It is interesting, but it's very slow, it seems like. However, he does have the quickest of the Undead techs, not by a whole lot, but he's got a significant advantage over Brainman. That won't really matter too much for Brainman, and Tyrant smartly going to go Expo out away from his towards Brainman. Brainman will take that natural and be able to move away. Looks like Let's Have going to go ahead and put his second expansion up at this gold mine, which these middle gold mines are really underused. Yeah, they're a bit harder to hold up because of the fact that they are in the middle. However, for the most part, people leave them alone, and they've got quite a bit of gold in them. Yep, so they've got an extra 2,500 compared to the... That can't be right, 1,300? Oh, sorry, that's a spawn spot. That's why it's got 1,300. It's got an extra 2,500 gold compared to the natural expansion, so in a long game that really can pay off. Junkersz going ahead and putting his first expansion up here, so it's behind everybody else, but not terribly behind Throne is Mine. But the Throne is Mine is also known as Brainman. I presume I clarified that. He will have 5 Acolytes up and ready to go early on there. Tyrant can be a little bit behind because of this expansion in terms of his resources score, but that's all that you can expect when you get the quicker tech here. So we're going to go ahead and switch in Magadansky right now. We do see the second expansion going up for Let's Have. And let's see here. Alright, calling Magadansky now. Hey, what's up, Maga?
Hey, Mage.
Alright, so go ahead and say something.
Hi, this is Maga.
Okay, what's going on, Maga? Let's see if people can hear him.
Time I will see who is actually playing.
You know, that's always kind of important when you're doing some casting, is to figure out who exactly is involved in the game. So far, we've got Let's Have, Junkersz, who I don't know anything about. Maybe we'll get some more light on who he is exactly. Brainman and Tyrant, and the tech battles are going up quickly between Tyrant and Junkersz, while Brainman's going for more expansions, and Let's Have is doing his best to try and expand as much as possible.
Yeah, I see also positions are in favor of Brainman.
Yep. So do you know anything about Junkersz?
I know he's Swedish. I know he's pretty active on the play free throw bot. I don't think I have. Maybe I have played him, but I didn't know because it's anonymous. So yeah, more or less that's it. And I would say he's decent level. Not to be underestimated. He's not someone new to free throw.
Okay.
Letshavesomefun, he's German. He's also very active in mostly the in-house play free throws. I've played him many times actually already. He's more passive as a player, I would say, but still sometimes likes to rush as well.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Sorry about those that are watching the stream. We just had to get Maga situated here. Looks like he should be pretty much all set volume-wise, which is much quicker adjusting than I thought it would be. So I'll go ahead and scroll on the map. It looks like we've got 2 expansions up for Brainman. He's doing pretty well here on his way to Tier 2, but he's in good position. Tyrant has his second up as well on the way to Tier 3, and Let's Have doing a very nice job of both teching and expanding. Really, that surround position not affecting him nearly as much as you would expect it to, and Junkersz appears to be a bit behind for expansions at least, but he is the furthest along to his Tier 3.
Yeah, I guess maybe he would like to have his 3 heroes ready and probably rush let's have or let's shave, because actually he plays with words here. And I know that he wants to be called Let's Shave, so that's how I'm going to call him. Yeah, Throne is Mine, in my opinion, is so far in the best position, although he has a lot of gold and for some reason he's not taking. He's building acolytes from the main citadel for whatever reason. He doesn't need to do that.
I believe I'm not sure why he's doing that, but I'm guessing he's trying to get a 3rd expansion up quickly, probably the expansion in the bottom right corner. Because he is making acolytes from his necropolis as well for that 2nd expansion, so the only thing I can think of is he's trying to get a 3rd expansion up quickly.
Yeah, but you just need 1 acolyte for that. You don't need 4. That delays your tech quite a bit. Okay, he cancelled that. He realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrant, on the other hand, already 2 expansions up and running. Tier 3 almost done. Um, he's also kind of surrounded, not really surrounded, but in a
Yep.
sense he cannot really expand further than this.
No, although he could grab that expansion in the middle.
Yeah,
In the third one. I suspect he will end up doing that at some point. I mean, typically on Deadlock, you see all players end up with 3 expansions somehow. Junkersz is really starting to fall a little bit behind in the resource management since he only has 1 expansion up. I'm curious if he's planning on guard rushing somebody out or what exactly his plan here is, but for a pretty good spawn position, I'm surprised that he only has 1 expansion up.
yeah, and he's already 52 food.
Yep. So this is going to be interesting here. We have 3 people kind of milling about together, and does get the save off on the Lich, but Brainman can't decide which one he wants to attack, so he'll just go ahead and back off here. But we do have the Death Knight wandering in towards the Archmage, and we could see the Archmage go down here if Tyrant decides to nuke it, but looks like he's going to hold off, preserve some peace for now.
Yeah, I think if he scouted in the beginning, he knows that also Letshave is surrounded as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that Brainman attacked his own Lich would just trigger him into rushing, eventually breaking out through Brainman. And is he actually... No, he actually doesn't have a lot of food. He just has... not the food, wood, I mean. He just has 100. He cannot go quickly to 80 that way.
Yeah, we're pretty much low on wood all around so far in this game. Junker's doing the best job of managing it, but he's low on gold, which doesn't help anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
So we do have Letshave hitting his tier 3 now and upgrading for what could be a Griffin Rider push on one of the undeads. I'm not sure if that's what he's trying to go to, but it does look like it's a possibility for sure. But he's actually got relatively low heroes right now at 3-1-1. I mean, nobody else is terribly far ahead of that, but we got 4-2-1 for Tyrant. We've got 4-1 for Brainman, who hasn't gotten a 3rd hero out yet, which is somewhat surprising. Going up to 55, though. I guess he's probably going to try and go 80 quicker than you would usually see, but a little bit odd there. And then Junkersz having some resource management issues and macro in general right now, sitting at 57, capped at 60, and just not doing very well on gold. Does have 2 more expansions going up, though. So hopefully those will be able to help him out.
Yeah, and also Brainman is going first to 80. Tyrant is still staying at 50 food, and still has a lot of issues with his wood. I mean, he only has 3 crypts, 1 slaughterhouse, and the boneyard is not even ready. When they're all ready, he'll just be able to pump units for like 70 food or something. And I assume that's what Brainman is going to do now. He's going to harass Tyrant's expansion. And to be honest, I cannot see Tyrant stopping him effectively.
Well, yeah, he is going to have time. I mean, that is the benefit of having multiple expansions. Brainman's working his way in from the farthest expansion. Oh, he's going to TP, though. This will be interesting. He does have the hero advantage. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. So Brainman doesn't have a huge advantage quite yet. Tyrant is getting that Lich nuke pretty quickly there. Nice job using the dust and spamming sleep on the Death Knight. Brainman not doing a very good job of waking the Death Knight up. I'd expect better micro from him. I know he's a very good micro player in general, and Tyrant doing a nice job of actually winning this battle right now. The food advantage not being able to help Brainman out yet due to the fact that a lot of it is just Alkalites, and Tyrant recovering very nicely. I don't see any dust on any of Brainman's heroes, so the Fiends that are going to burrow right now should be safe, and there we go. The Dreadlord does come in here for Brainman, but down goes the Lich for Brainman, so that is...
He actually coiled the Fiend that was next to the Lich, and the Fiend had like almost full health. Oh, that was really unfortunate.
Yep.
I mean,
bit of a
micro mistake. Yeah.
But no, Tyrant doing a nice job here. He is down to 3 burrowed Fiends for him and 3 heroes, so starting to get a little lower. And does he have a TP? He does have a TP on the Dreadlord at least, so we can expect to see that go off. But he does have that Scroll of Healing as well. Let's see if he goes ahead and uses it now. seems like a good opportunity to go ahead and move back.
Yeah, he should use it now.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not putting up a Nerubian Tower in his expansion. I think that would be something that would be pretty helpful to have right now.
And Brainman, to be honest, is really not utilizing sleep very well in that battle. I mean, his Dreadlord has 2 sleeps available. If he sleeps, for instance, the Death Knight just when the Dreadlord or the Lich of Tyrant are low health, he can easily just kill one of them. But he's not doing it.
Yeah, and he can't seem to make up his mind what he wants to focus down. He's gotten both the Lich and the Dreadlord down fairly low before. Unfortunately, no more dust for Tyrant. He did use both bursts of it. So Brainman is able to go ahead, burrow his fiends now. Brainman also starting to focus down on the statues, which is a good move on his part since those are not able to get out of the way or be coiled. Nice save on that fiend by Tyrant, but this is really changing into Brainman's favor now. The Lich is back. And there we go.
Yeah, but really nice micro from Tyrant. I mean, he's saving his fiends very, very well.
Yeah, he is doing an excellent job of microing, but you can see that the food advantage is really going to Brainman at this point. He's at 87 versus Tyrant 70. Obviously, a lot of those are acolytes, and we're going to switch up top just really quickly because we do have Letshave and Junkersz having a quick battle here. Junkersz in really good position to take out most of the food for Letshave, though, due to it being air guard battles. Come back down here, we see Tyrant's Lich is getting precariously low. Is it going to be able to save here? It is not going to be able to be saved. Down goes that Lich. Hits level 2 on his own Lich, but we may see the Dreadlord go down and return, and it does. But Brainman...
that was a really long and nice battle.
Sometimes you really do get a nice battle between 2 undeads that is able to be prolonged for just so long. That was one of them. I'd be interested to see if Brainman's going to try and go up to a full 100 or drop down to 80 now. Because staying at 90 is not going to be terribly helpful.
Also, one thing to notice is that the upgrades of Brainman are just 1-1. Tyrant has already 2-2. So that's something that would help. However, he's supply blocked at 70 in a very, very bad moment. And he will be
going to be down to
further
60.
Supply blocked. Yeah.
And Brainman aggressively expanding here, going to take this away as well, it looks like. But let's go up top really quick. We do have another fight going on. We'll see how Junkersz deals with the tanks right now because he does have a very light army. He's got only 1 armor on these guards, so it's going to be impressive to say the least if he manages to micro this as well as he needs to.
Yeah, but the tanks also have just one upgrade for attack, so they're not as strong.
Well, they've got 2 now, and I'm taking 1-1 upgrades tanks versus 1-1 upgrades gargoyles any day. I do like that Junkersz is including a meat wagon here, though. It's going to be a little harder to micro and keep it alive, but it is a nice touch to add it in.
And he actually micros pretty well. He hasn't lost anything so far.
Yep,
I don't think he has lost anything.
So, I don't know which one it's going to cover. So let's go back down to the bottom here. We do have a quick fight between Brainman and Tyrant. Tyrant engaging Brainman outside of his base on this one. Really could use a few Nerubian towers here, but we do see a Dreadlord getting very low. Gets healed up for Tyrant, and he still has that Scroll of Healing. Hopefully he remembers that he needs to use it this fight. Looks like we have the Mountain King going down up top, and Junkersz doing a nice job of taking out these siege engines. There's not a whole lot of else besides the siege engines to do DPS, so the hero is really doing a nice job. Dreadlord surprisingly doing work. Go back down here, and it looks like we just had the Dreadlord hit up to level 3 for Tyrant. And pretty much just a pure Fiend v Fiend fight.
The Dreadlord? Oh, the last time minute potion. Well, he actually uses Stun Portal. Interesting choice. That actually might have just saved Tyrant, because Tyrant is just 69 food.
Yeah, but Tyrant looking to push back and take away this expansion, it looks like.
Yeah, that was a really greedy move by Brainman, and he has no gold. I mean, he might have a lot of expansions, but on the one hand, it's like having 1 expansion more or less, or 2.
Exactly, and he has 20 food worth of acolytes at least, and we are going to see the Lich go down here for Junkersz. It looks like, don't believe Junkersz was able to deny it, but smart choice on his part to try at least.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm pretty impressed by Junkersz micro. I mean, he already is almost 5-4-3. he actually has the best levels.
Yeah, his macro has not been very good, but his micro has been here to play for sure. And Brainman can be the one to engage in this fight. Actually, relatively even food-wise because of the fact that so much of Brainman's food is tied up into expansions. It's really kind of a 75 v 75 fight right now. Hero levels are in Tyrant's favor. He's about to ding on this Death Knight, gets up to level 5. So now pretty much evens that up for the Death Knights, and I'm taking the Dreadlord and Lich for Tyrant every day right now. In comes his own Frostworm.
Yeah, that Frostworm timing couldn't be better. And now the Lich might die. Oh, he has
And the
Town
Lich
Portal.
does go down there, so...
Didn't use the Town Portal. Actually, I think that might be GG for Brainman. Yeah. Dreadlord is going down as well.
And especially with our other people fighting over here as well, that's going to be very interesting to see. So Let's is now moving into Junkersz territory right now. If he can take down this altar before that Lich comes back, that's going to be bad news for Junkersz. I do not believe he has a spare altar lying around, but this is going to be a good fight for Junkersz, it looks like, based off his previous micro. And if he can save, that altar does go down, so Let's would be smart to TP out right now.
Yeah, I don't know why he's staying at the moment.
Well, now he's slept. Oof, this is really not a good time to pause.
That was very bad timing.
I feel terrible for Letshave and Junkersz, but they're big sports about it. They're not complaining.
Well, I mean, he lost all his Griffins anyway, so, I mean, the tanks don't really need micro. However, for just educational purpose now, that's why you don't put your altar in front of your base. Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever. Whoever listens, never put your altar in front of the base. Except if you play against me, that's fine then. Then put it in front, so that I can kill it easily. Am I lagging, by the way?
You are not lagging.
Okay, because I have some spikes.
Well, I will let you know if you do lag. Hopefully your Skype quality continues to come through. But so far we haven't gotten any complaints, so far so good, I think.
Alright. Tyrant, by the way, is taking cross-map expansion and also the middle expansion. I like that choice.
So Brainman is claiming that it's really lagging badly for him, but he has 75 MS right now, which is quite a bit better than most of the other players. Quest is lagging now.
Well, I've played a lot against Brainman, and I can say that he cannot be really trusted when he says that it's lagging, to say the least.
Yep.
Probably I'm trying to be more diplomatic.
Ooh, Paladin.
Ooh,
Yep.
Nice save by the Paladin.
But the Mountain King's going to go down now, it looks like.
Yeah, he won't be saved.
You're right. I'm really impressed by Junker's micro. He's doing a fantastic job right now.
The
However,
Dreadlord is halfway through to Inferno. I mean, and during that fight, he was harassing with the ghoul.
I saw that. He did a nice job of pretty much taking out all the peasants on the gold mine while he was over here. Should be noted, Tyrant is now cross-map mining. So we've got Junkersz with 3 expansions. Hard to say exactly what Brainman has since they're pretty much all dying, but I guess we can count that as 2 at the moment. And then Letshave is down to 2 expansions after that finishes being harassed. So really, Junkersz setting up to be in a nice position right now. He's 2 food away from 80, so good position there as well. I would like to see him go ahead and revive this Lich, though. And there are a lot of... Okay, he does have a TP there. Lich does come back out, and we're going to have both players caught by surprise right now, it looks like.
Yeah, I think so. I really enjoy watching Junkersz harassing different expos with his worms. It was not necessary to have them there. He could split his Gargs and go to the natural expansion of Letshave, also to the middle expansion. You can just send a Garg or 2.
Yeah,
just
2 would be
harass.
enough.
Yeah.
We are going to stay on the fight between Letshave and Junkersz, but it does look like in the bottom right we've got a quick fight between Brainman and Tyrant. I suspect Brainman will TP away, but not positive. It does look like that was just harassing as well, yep.
Yeah, and the thing is that, in my opinion, Brainman lost. the upper hand in their fight is because he got too greedy. You cannot have so many expansions, especially trying to have Tyrant's expansion. That was a big mistake because, as you said, he had 25 food of acolytes.
So we are going to have a relatively major fight here between Letshave and Junkersz. Junkersz, nice scroll there, good timing. He is down 10 food in the fight, and Letshave doing not a great job of keeping these tanks on point. Towers coming in, doing some nice damage here. Really going to be interesting to see how he deals with this. There we go. We do get the Gargoyles going into stone form, which should help out quite a bit. But now the Griffins are going to be able to do quite a bit more damage. So he's going to need those Gargoyles back in action as soon as possible.
Yeah, and he might get Inferno.
Yeah, that's going to be the big thing, is the next
the next
tank kill, next Griffin kill.
Yeah.
Something, yep. There, nice staff. So I'm not sure if Letshave is aware of how close he is to Inferno, but he's going to find out very quickly. Yeah. Ooh, and the Death Knight getting really low. Going to need to pop a potion there. Does, in fact, get that off. Let's see if he gets a potion of mana on that Dreadlord.
He should Frost Nova these Griffins. I mean, with one Frost Nova, he can kill two. And pull the Death Knight behind. Okay, Letshave is retreating, it seems like.
Does look like that is probably a smart move here. Those Griffins are incredibly low, as you mentioned, and it looks like he's going to chase after them, try and take down at least the Siege Engine. We'll see if he tries to take down the Griffin Riders as well. Not sure how much Junkersz can afford to continue pushing. He is being harassed by peasants at the moment, not the most effective tool.
Yeah, that will take a while just to keep them cropless. In the meantime, Brainman is... Brainman realized that he's behind now.
Yeah.
And, he just harasses economically. He's not taking any fights, which is smart choice.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Brainman continues to stay at 89, though, because while he's harassing, he could be at 80 and getting so much more gold.
He's not done portaling. He's going to take that fight.
All right. This is probably going to be a mistake, but we've thought that before for other players, so we'll see how this fight shapes up. But at the moment, it does look like Tyrant doing a nice job here of taking this fight so far. It's 76 to 76, actually. 79, sorry, for Tyrant.
The Lich might go down, yeah.
And it does. So, I don't know, Brainman's got to be thinking about calling good game before too long.
Yeah, well, he had a potion of invulnerability, and this Lich actually was sleeping throughout the fight.
Yeah, so we do have our first Infernal of the game being cast right now. We'll see.
Oh, Blizzard is...
Yep, Blizzard is taking out Letshave's own units.
Yeah, and on the tanks, which was perfect for Junkersz.
Not sure we can credit that one to Junkersz. Maybe just a little misstep there by Letshave. And we do see that he has a ghoul back here harassing Letshave again. So, as we mentioned earlier, he's done a nice job all game of keeping the harassing up there. And Letshave going for more and more of a Siege Engine composition right now, but we can see that the Infernal doing quite a bit of damage to the Siege Engines, and really not able to do any damage to that.
Yeah, however, the Ghoul is attacking the Town Hall, just like the peasants attacking the Necropolis. It's funny to observe. However, just see the hero difference. 6-5-4 against 4-2-2. And just the Mountain King died. I mean, Junkersz is doing an incredible job. And we might have another fight, Tyrant versus Brainman. No, Brainman retreats smartly. Yeah,
I mean, I think Brainman just has to try and survive long enough that they can team Tyrant at this point, because Brainman clearly, he and Letshave are clearly losing these fights, but whoever wins the 1v1 first is going to be in the problem of having to deal with a 2v1 probably, unless they continue fighting 1v1, and then whoever wins the 1v1 will be in great shape.
Well, in my opinion, Junkersz is in the lead right now. He's the richest.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Levels, very good micro as well. And Letshave is not dying anytime soon. I mean, he's going to feed him a bit more, and in case Tyrant's and Brainman's battle continues, this will go further and further into Junkersz's favor.
Yeah, and the constant harassing of Tyrant's Expos is really starting to get to him. I mean, he was in pretty good shape. He does have 3 expansions up and running, but he's been forced to rebuild them so many times. And Junkersz doing a nice job of continuing to just harass all the expansions right now. So I think he's actually playing this very, very well. And as you mentioned, the longer he can continue to tome Letshave, the better it is for him.
Yeah.
I would like to see a little bit more wood for Junkersz. He's currently only at 100 wood, while he has got almost 5,000 gold.
Yeah, and oh, he still hasn't upgraded all of his units. I mean, the creatures upgrades.
And we are going to see that gold mine go down for Brainman, but Brainman is forced to TP away. Not really sure it's worth it for Brainman to continue this way. I mean, he does not have that much gold, and he's burning all these TPs. It would be better if he could just run away. I mean, he's not going to be able to be caught very easily, and that way he could avoid having to spend on the TP. Let's see, he does have 2 fully running expansions, the third one going up at the moment, so he's got a nice source of income, if not the best.
Yeah, well, during that pause, I can mention something regarding Undead Mirror, in my opinion, that we observed in that fight. Brainman went for gargoyles after he lost his fiends, but he went for gargoyles when his Dreadlord is just level 2 and his Lich is level 3, while we saw how Tyrant stayed with the fiend-based army, and that actually enabled him to kill the gargoyles easily, because he had his fiends couldn't be nuked by AoE, by the Nova and the Carol Swarm. So in my opinion, whenever you have to fight against an undead as an undead, and you have low-level heroes, don't go for gargoyle-based armies, except if it's like full 100 food army, just gargoyles or something, because you cannot really take advantage of their efficiency against fiends. And we observe this now. I mean, the Tyrant got a nice hero level advantage now, and he can switch to gargoyles as he's doing, and there's no way Brainman is going to defeat him with just level 2 Dreadlord. That's never going to happen. I mean, level 5 Lich is devastating in Garg Wars.
Yep. Now, it's actually come around, and somehow Junkersz has quietly gotten a 4th expansion up as well. But what do you think about this decision to be at 100 food? I mean, I understand a lot of it is just tied up in Acolytes right now, but I'm pretty sure he could successfully fight Letshave at 80 food and save up some more gold.
Well, he was actually staying at 80 food for quite a while.
I noticed, yeah.
I guess he just wants to finish him right now, because his main base is pretty vulnerable. And I can understand, yeah, well, now he's building extra ziggurats, because he feels like his base can die easily to tanks. And I totally understand him, because the way his base is right now, even though he's richest, he has the best levels, just one squadron of tanks can easily roll him over and he cannot do anything. And then he has to rebuild, etc., etc. So I think that's the reason, although now I see that he goes towards Brainman for some...
So he's going to try and fight Tyrant, I guess.
No,
he's just trying to tome Brainman, apparently.
Yeah. Did we miss something in the chat?
We must have, because this is really abnormal. I mean, he can't think Brainman was winning that, can he? But we do see Infernal come out here, and Brainman is going to have pretty much everything killed off right now.
Okay, so they actually called peace. Yeah, we missed that. They called peace Tyrant and Brainman, and then Letshave suggested that they do the same. So,
oof, beautiful.
Ouch, that was painful.
Well, Junkersz successfully lost all of 2 food there. And he's going to take on Tyrant right back to back here. So Tyrant and Brainman, I guess, are going to team down Junkersz. This could give Letshave an ability to just completely rebuild and save up some gold. So poor Junkersz getting teamed pretty hard here. I'm really surprised to see this happening, to be honest.
Well, poor Junkersz is actually destroying both of them. I mean,
yeah,
Tyrant killed 3 food, Brainman killed 2 food. So
Well,
Tyrant was a bit more successful.
I think Tyrant could a little more than that. He's got food producing currently, but
Okay.
he's not going to be able to survive 2v1 that way and then have Letshave to deal with after that as well. But it looks like Tyrant may go ahead. Yep, he's going to drop himself down to 50 in Horde. Probably a smart move on his part, unless Junkersz feels the need to go ahead and completely wipe out Tyrant.
I think he's going Brainman.
I think so too. Which, I mean, he is the easier one. It's probably that makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, Brainman cannot even go above 50 even if he wanted to. He has no gold.
Yeah,
he's just a walking ton of power right now.
After he kills off these heroes, that should give him level 6 on his Lich.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. I mean, Brainman doesn't really give up easily, so I'm not expecting him to say GG until he's completely wiped out.
Yeah, I also think so. Well, Junkersz now should go actually to 80 food. Now is a good time. He realizes that, okay, this guy is dead. I don't really need... Although they're trying to convince
3v1,
Letshave, yeah. Yeah, but doesn't seem like this is going to happen.
Which, I mean, from the purely calculating, pragmatic perspective, they really do need to go 3v1. From a personal perspective, I'm rather glad that Letshave is not doing that.
Well, Letshave should have just hoarded at the moment. I don't know why he's staying 80. I guess he maybe fears Tyrant or Junkersz attacking him. But yeah, Tyrant right now is the one that is really brave and hoards, which benefits for him. I mean, he's already 7k.
Yep, and he's got the only heroes that are anywhere close to being on the same page as Junkersz.
Yeah. I mean, his Dreadlord is almost level 5, so he can... I mean, the first gargoyle that he kills, it will give him level 5, and then it's more or less equal. I mean, he won't have Inferno, but the AoE power would be the same, so...
I'm curious where Letshave is going.
Maybe he actually wants to feed on the Brainman's heroes. That would be a good move.
Yeah, he does need... Oh yeah, he's going to go in and kill some Acolytes, I think. Which makes sense. He really does need all the hero levels he can get at the moment.
Yeah, this would have been a very good move, although, of course, Brainman would have cried immensely. Because his heroes are just very, very low. 4-3-2. I mean, it's... Brainman's heroes at least could have gave him like level 5. Ooh.
Let's see. Letshave is going to wander right across these heroes, it looks like. I mean, he's not going to be able to get a stun off, unfortunately. However, he knows they're in the area now. Junkersz is on the other side of the map. Letshave may be able to just finish off all of Brainman stuff, get maybe an extra level here or there. Get that Archmage to level 5.
Yeah, but I think Brainman is, in fact, just unsummoning and leaving the game. Or?
Nah, he's rebuilding on the other side.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, that mine just has 1k though.
Yep, but he's trying.
Never give up, never surrender.
There's that old school FML thought process.
Yeah, well, even, you know, I've won a title when I had like 1% of chance to win it, and I was in a kind of similar position to what Brainman is in that game, so you never know, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. We do see Letshave doing a nice job of getting some scouting off. That's something that Tyrant has been doing a nice job of all game, but Junkersz has struggled a little bit from what I've noticed is scouting. He does have a... Well, he's got both an Alkalite and he had a Shade wandering around the map somewhere. I'm not sure where it got to, but you can see that Tyrant's been doing a really nice job of keeping the Shades on all his enemies at all the time, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Junkersz is still 100 though. He's going Tyrant. Or not.
No, I think he's just trying to finish Brainman off and get him out of the game, which will take some time, but it's probably the smart move. And now Brainman can go ahead and get 3v1'd, it looks like.
Oh. Ouch. I think he's going actually Tyrant. And if he goes to the main base right now, he can kill him. Tyrant
Yeah,
is
it looks like
72
he
food.
is. This is a nice move on his part. We see he did have that scout in there. You can tell that there's not a whole lot going on. And there we go. We're going to get the Infernal coming out momentarily, I think.
I think he just waits for the army
TP,
to dump
yep.
portal. Yeah.
Well, I figured the TP was coming. And let's see. So goes from a battle with Letshave to battle with Junkersz, although Junkersz is backing off, it looks like. Gonna go ahead and take out this expansion first, probably.
Yeah.
So let's go around here. We've got Tyrant at 8k, we've got Letshave at 5, Junkersz at 6, Brainman at 3, but not really counting that.
Yeah. Brainman is good. He's as good as dead, more or less. Inferior heroes. He's revealed even. And another thing to notice, he has boots on his Death Knight for some reason.
And Letshave losing a lot of his army right now. I mean, this is definitely going to make sure he gets 2v1'd. It was a good opportunity to actually take out some of the army, but he's, for somebody who had said they were not going to attack him, that's a bold move to go ahead and immediately attack him.
Yeah. Questionable idea to dump portal there, which was above half health. Could have survived easily there.
Yeah, and he only has one destroyer at the moment, which might like to see a second one added in just because Letshave is going so heavy on sorceresses, it appears.
Yeah, but I think he wants an army that is good against undead right now. He feels pretty confident against Letshave, in my opinion, because he fed so much from his armies that it feels like he probably feels like I can take him. It's fine. What I would like him to do is upgrade the meat wagons power. How do you say that?
Disease Cloud. Okay, yeah.
Ouch. No down portal. That means the Death Knight goes down.
So sad.
Yeah. Well, for the qualifiers, only the win counts, right? Or
no. So the qualifiers this season are being run pretty much the same way a regular season would be run. So you get 25, 10, 10, 5, and then after 3 rounds, the top 20 in points make it on to the next into season 20.
Okay. So I guess Brainman is just playing for third right now.
Yeah, although it could also just be Brainman playing for Brainman not giving up.
Yeah, but I think this might explain why he's trying to just get more XP so that he gets higher score, but I don't think so. Just no way.
See, we've got the 2v1 now that we were worried about earlier. And it'll be interesting to see how Junkersz deals with this. I mean, he's been golden all game, but that Inferno's going to run out soon, and then he's got quite a bit of respawn time left on it. Does have a scroll of protection. Hopefully he pops that off before too long. But these tanks are doing a number. And that Lich is getting really low. Does get a good save on it, though.
Yeah, that's the thing with Undead's bases, is that when you get teamed, this is what happens. I mean, it's inevitable not to lose some of your base.
Yeah, and again, we've got no altar for him, but we do have the Inferno come back out. Good timing on that, and we can see that was probably what he was waiting for. Death and Decay doing something, I guess. Ooh, but that was a lot of gargoyles that went down there.
Yeah.
And he really needs to have more crypts in the back of his base, because he currently only has 1. Those tanks have done just an absolutely astounding amount of damage to him.
However, one good thing, he went down to 80. One bad thing, he doesn't have an expansion, so that doesn't matter.
Yep. This was the wrong time to go down to 80, probably. Fortunately, he does have... Ooh, we got Polymorph going off now.
Yeah, and there are no more tanks. He could easily snipe the Paladin or force a TP right now.
Yeah, that's probably got to be the best bet.
Yeah, or the Archmage.
The Archmage, I think, would be the better bet, because Paladin does have Divine Shield, obviously. That's going to hold it off for a while. But the Archmage will go down very, very quickly to Junkersz. Nice save there on the Dreadlord as well, which something you don't see enough of is that Dreadlord's so valuable. You can coil it, don't let it die, and the Paladin does go down, doesn't even force a TP or a Divine Shield there. I'm really surprised that we've not gotten the Devour on the Frostworm that's been polymorphed. That seems like it would be important. Or either of them at this point.
There are actually two.
Yep,
yeah.
There we go. So the second one reminds him to go ahead and do it. Do you see the Inferno go down there? Let's see if we can force a TP out of the Archmage, though. Junker's starting to take control of this fight now.
Yeah.
Do you see that Potion of Invulnerability pop off there? And Tyrant probably doing the smart thing here by staying a little bit back in the fight, but not helping his ally out right now, because Letshave just in no way is able to fight 1v1. But see, we've got down to 90, so once those expansions get killed off, which presumably they will, we'll have Junkersz down to a 60 food cap. It does look like he's actually rebuilding, though, at the one above the 3 o'clock expansion.
Yeah, and he should take the expansion that Brainman, for some reason, is trying to take. However, something that also went in his favor is the fact that he didn't lose a lot of units. In fact, he lost just 20 food. Considering he was pretty hardcore teamed, that's good. And now they will think like, okay, he's weakened, not so strong. But I still feel he has a bit of an edge, although Tyrant has a lot more gold.
Yeah, I mean, I like Junker's position right now, but should he lose that much of his base again, it's going to be really hard for him to come back. And it depends on how long Letshave is able to stick around. It looks like he's going up to 80 food of tanks, and he still actually has 9,000 as well, so probably shouldn't be forgotten that both of them are significantly richer than Junkersz is at this point.
Yeah, well, Junkersz needs an extra expansion.
Badly, yep.
Yeah, he should kill Brainman's expansion right now, just get 7k. But he went 100 once again. Okay. I guess he just wants to ramble this free-for-all, which serves for entertainment. Or it won't serve him for being victorious.
Yeah, well, he'll probably get himself 11 points at least.
Yeah. This is usually what happens when you start to ramble.
And here we go. So we do have the tanks coming in. We're going to see the Black Citadel go down for Junkersz, I would guess, although didn't unit group those tanks very well. Let's see what the response here is by Junkersz. He's got 3 TPs. I'm not sure why he's not TPing right now. He's decided to completely abandon that, I suppose.
Yeah. He's probably going to unsummon right now.
Yep, so, well, looked like he was going to.
Okay. That would be a really, really bad timing. Sorry.
Yeah, that, you could not pick a worse time to flag right now.
Yeah, just killed Junker's Citadel and... Brainman says that he needs a second to go.
And we can see that Tyrant has war keys on since he's incapable of actually typing correctly right now. He and Rectify.
Does he have G proxy? I didn't see a countdown from G proxy. I don't think so.
I don't know if he has G pop up or G proxy. Sorry.
I don't think so. Okay, Brainman already voted too.
Come on. Don't drop.
He drops often during in-house free-for-alls too. and usually exactly those kind of moments. Like one time he destroyed half my base with tanks, and he dropped afterwards. And of course, I lost the game.
Well, this is probably good news for Junkersz.
I think it's pretty even between Tyrant and Junkersz.
I do too, but I think that Letshave would have continued to attack Junkersz over Tyrant, so I think this actually really helps Junkersz' chances of winning.
Yeah, I think, and also some of the base would be saved, like the Boneyard, the Slaughterhouse, some Necropolis. And Brainman even might help against Tyrant.
I think he'd help Tyrant, yeah.
So just harassing expos and stuff. Still, I think he's gone. In Battle.net, you cannot reconnect after such a long time.
Yeah.
He doesn't have G-Proxy, unfortunately.
Yeah, which Tyrant is asking why he doesn't have that. That's a very good point.
Yeah. So, Brainman must be thinking right now, like, woo, I might get 3rd place. I don't think so.
Nah. Although, if he gets his heroes up...
He has a level 6 Death Knight, though.
Yeah, and heroes account for a lot of it, so it's possible that'll be our mystery of the game, who's our 3rd place contestant. And so Tyrant, the longer that this 2v1 goes on, the more and more it's looking like Tyrant may be given an easier win here. But I don't know why he's not taking out Brainman's expansion, because you're right, Junkersz really does need some gold.
Yeah, and in fact, Brainman is helping Tyrant.
So I don't know, do you think if Tyrant goes to attack now, there's a lot of experience there on the board as well.
But he's already...
Yeah, but if Brainman got that...
Yeah, if Brainman gets that...
That would probably guarantee his 3rd place finish, but it does look like Junkersz can go ahead and clean this up at least.
Junkersz Tyrant, you mean?
Sorry, Tyrant, yes. But Junkersz is on the way, and we may get a fight between them. Which, I think this would be good positioning for Junkersz.
Yeah, he's 75 food though, but if he gets good positioning on these Gargoyles and Frost Novas and Carrions on all of them, and sleep on the Lich, that's pretty important. Well, he kind of wasted. You don't. He slept the Death Knight, that's a big mistake. Yeah, that's the end of Junkersz.
Do you see the TP going off here, but it's just going right back to there. And actually, TP's out as well, so...
You don't sleep the Death Knight in the Undead Mirror. You sleep either the Lich or the Dreadlord. He had a big window of opportunity to sleep the Lich, Frost, Nova, and carry on the Gargoyles, and then just perma-sleep the Lich, which at least would have he would have managed to kill a lot more of Tyrant's forces. Maybe still lose the battle, but it would be more even.
Yeah, and here we go. So Brainman has found the motherlode for his score.
Yeah. Oh, he's probably thinking like, oh yes, please don't come. Don't
Yep. Leave me alone to kill these people.
Yeah.
So poor Letshave is probably going to finish in 4th.
Yeah. But the Junkersz might get the extra point for...
Yeah, I think Junkersz almost certainly will get extra points. And here we go. We do have Death and Decay. Let's see how this fight goes. That is a lot of Gargoyles for Tyrant right now. He is coming out full strength. However, he is going to be locked at 90 food.
Yeah, that's it. The Lich is... it's not dead.
TPs. This is not going to catch everything in the TP, though. Oh, wow. Only a single Gargoyle.
Clutch.
I really thought that'd be half the army left behind there.
Yeah, same. And
but he is down to merely 1,000 gold right now. And Tyrant still maintaining his 6,500.
Junkersz should just kill Brainman right now. Yeah. Brainman is thinking, oh, no, no.
I still think he's done enough to secure it. And Brainman, actually, I mean...
And he still mines, to be honest.
Yeah.
From 2 expansions even, wow. Wow, that's some resilience here.
But it looks like Junkersz can go ahead and take out Brainman now.
Yeah, I think he... If I was Junkersz right now, I would have realized, okay, obviously cannot beat Tyrant, so I'm just going to play for the extra point. But yeah, that's and Brainman is highly annoying in the game, in my opinion. It's just harassing everyone's expansions. Thing to notice: Junkersz doesn't have boots on Lich and Dreadlord. Big mistake there.
Yeah, you always want to try and get boots on, especially the Dreadlord, but ideally,
them,
yeah.
Because you see how the Lich and the Dreadlord are lagging behind. And if you get caught off guard, then it's like you lose for sure one of them. By the way, Tyrant is supply block, but he has an acolyte. Okay.
Ooh, we're going to see the Dreadlord does go down there. Nice move by Junkersz to take it out. So let's see if he can turn that into anything. He is going to lose both of these Frostworms though and have to TP out. So a nice lightning strike there on his part, but not going to be enough to really change it. And I'm curious at what point Tyrant just goes ahead and tries to completely take Junkersz out of the game. Because he does have such a big advantage right now. He's got to see that Junkersz is not really rebuilding. Nice job taking out these Acolytes as they get here.
You know, I think that after he took down the Dreadlord, he could have stayed. There were only gargoyles and destroyers, no frostworms. The frostworms are what really hurts the heroes. And the gargoyles, he could have made like another Nova and carry on and just take like half of these gargoyles pretty easily. But I guess, yeah, you see such a swarm of gargoyles and you're thinking like, shit, I need to go away. But yeah, he still lost his frostworms in that sense. But it's really hard to think like this in such situations, you know. I mean, for us it's easy. We watch the game.
We can see the entire map.
Yeah. So when you're during the heat of the battle, you just sometimes just rely on your instincts.
And let's see. So he's going to be locked at 90 again. We'll see if he can make anything out of this. Unfortunately, most of these Ziggurats are not easy to take down. But I'm not sure why Tyrant is playing the way he is right now. I'm pretty sure he could take out Junkersz relatively easily.
Well, he also doesn't know how much gold Junkersz has. Maybe he's thinking, he's staying on 50 right now, just playing with me or something.
Could be, but that doesn't seem like the logical explanation to come to be honest.
Could be. Brainman is still helping Tyrant. Or not. Or is he?
Brainman is actually playing the smart and coming in to try and take it out. And I mean, Brainman is up to almost 3,000 gold. Yeah,
he has Halls of Undead. He starts to produce gargoyles and he hides them in the bottom left corner, kind of. Huh.
Which it's a strategy you should be well acquainted with, Mega.
Oh yes, especially on that map. And I just said that he was in a pretty similar position as mine, if you remember. So he starts to hide the gargoyles. It's happening.
This would be eerie if that actually happened. But Brainman still
644. Not such bad hero levels. Well,
not great, but not terrible.
Yeah. Tyrant though still has a lot of gold.
Yeah, he does, but he needs to be proactive about this and not allow his base to be destroyed. I mean, I could easily see him getting food locked right now. He has... Let's see, does he have any Acolytes wandering on the map? He just has Shades, I believe.
He has one in the back of his base.
Okay, cool.
And but the problem is that he has so many gargoyles that 2 Novas and 2 Carrions can take them down.
Yep. They are at least 3/3 upgrades, so.
But nobody's scouting Brainman. They just forgot about him. It seems like
Yeah.
okay, he's there. He's just annoying. It's like a fly, like man, get out.
Well, I think part of it is they feel like they still need him. I like this decision. So I think Junkersz is going to try and come in the back here and use Death and Decay on some of these Ziggurats.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? If this graveyard dies, there are no more fiends, no more gargoyles.
Yeah, and both Brainman and Junkersz could be using their Death Knights to animate the dead, and I mean those are invulnerable attackers for a little while, so those will do some damage.
Yeah, and they're good for Death Pact and Dark Ritual. However, Tyrant has found their main base.
Smart move on Tyrant's part.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be interesting to see how Junkersz deals with this. I mean, the smart move is to go to Tyrant's base and hit him. Tyrant TPing in here seems very questionable. Or sorry, Brainman TPing in here. Seems like it may just feed him some experience.
Yeah. Does he have an additional... Okay, he has one more town portal.
Yep, and potion vulnerability.
That was just a waste of 2 portals. Okay. He saved the Lich.
Let's see. The Lich should be using Death and Decay here, yep. So, Tyrant is going to TP in here. We'll see how much damage gets done. Not much. And we'll see if anything manages to go down. We do sleep the Death Knight right now, and that Lich could be in trouble here. He has nothing to attack the Death Knight, so Lich does get the TP off there. Boy, Junkersz cut that one a little close and just gets his Death Knight into the range.
Wow, already 2 times he got really, really lucky with this.
Yep. But it does save Brainman's base. He is going to continue to be able to produce gargoyles, although I would think he would move the gargoyles somewhere a little different because of the fact that Tyrant now knows where that base is.
Yeah, and he has a lot more... he has 1 extra crypt, but he's not using it. He just pumps from the ones that are on the... And Junkersz actually also knows about that base. He has a shade there, and he sees all this.
I guess he just presumes he can take out those gargoyles with his heroes.
Which is true.
And now Tyrant knows that for sure Brainman is producing gargoyles. So this Death Knight is just so far ahead of the other heroes because of the boots.
Did he move his gargoyles?
He did, yep.
Okay.
They're going to the middle.
Okay, he made extra crypts on at 3 o'clock. He's pumping like crazy.
And here comes the army for Tyrant. Perfect timing. But one more Frost Nova there will take out a... Oof. Never mind. Does use Stone Form, and again, he gets sleeped on his Death Knight. We'll see if he's able to... Alright, so Death Knight probably not going to be able to be taken out here.
He has no town portal, and he needs to sleep the worm.
Yeah. Although, that would be relatively easy removed.
It's close.
So Tyrant now doing a nice job of splitting up his army. Does need to take out that Infernal before he takes out the Black Citadel, but this is actually a relatively good solution, I think, because he can probably take out Brainman with just his army while using heroes v heroes, but it looks like they're going to have a 2v1 in Tyrant's base. Perhaps not.
Tyrant so far is doing the right thing. He needs to split them up, because if he fights straight on with so many gargoyles, they'll just die.
Yeah.
He needs worms. In that situation, worms. However, we know that because we know that Brainman has hidden gargoyles, we know that these worms are also not going to be so effective later on. But wow, this got tricky actually.
Yep, and Tyrant gonna go ahead and finish off Junker's expansion right now. But I think he does need to continue just trying to take Brainman out, playing a little bit of defense by going back to his base in time. However, fighting 2v1 is incredibly difficult when you have all these high-level heroes.
Yeah, that's the thing about Undead Mirror is that the only two units that don't die to anything that the Lich and the Dreadlord have as spells is Worms and Destroyers. And the rest is just obliterated by the Frost Nova, the Carrion Swarm, Inferno, you name it. And it really the levels really matter, and also their items. So far, Junkersz is falling behind in that sense that his heroes just don't have such good items, like just one town portal and not many peri-ups. Brainman obviously managed to buy some things, so that's nice, but his levels are inferior. The Dreadlord of Tyrant is vulnerable as well. We saw it dying already.
But it's level 6 now, which you get that extra Infernal stun, and that really could make a difference when he's trying to take out either of their Liches. Which, next time they have a big fight, he really needs to try and take out a Lich. Junkersz at least does have a potion of vulnerability on his Lich now, and has one on the Death Knight as well.
Yeah. Well, he's learning. He needs a Destroyer, though. I can't see if he has a Slaughterhouse. Doesn't seem like he should build one. Because he's really... the sleep that the Tyrant uses really hurts him. And the fact that he still has no boots. As an undead player, it's just, you gotta understand my frustration is that whenever I see someone not using boots on Lich and Dreadlord, it's like, it's just... Come on, it's not that boring.
It might be. But we do have Brainman up to 80 food now, and 2,000 gold, so while his heroes are going to be a huge disadvantage, he does have enough to provide a 100 food army, which might be enough to do some damage at the end.
Well, he's waiting for that 1% of chance,
Yep, and he's going to manage to mine out both of these at 80 for an extra 1,300 gold or so, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go, so Tyrant doing the smart move and starting to take out... Brainman's
I think
base.
Tyrant realized, okay, he has been mining for quite a while now, just wandering around with heroes. He's been 15. He must have gold. I saw him pumping from another base. I should take him out when I can.
Yeah, exactly. It will be interesting to see when both of them are hitting him how quickly he TPs out there. I mean, he's got a good chance to finish off most of the big production buildings here and take out the Necropolis, but he also needs to defend his base because that's going to go down pretty quickly. No Death and Decay yet, though, for Junkersz, which is surprising.
Yeah, well... I think he plays a bit safe and also realizes that, maybe Brainman actually managed to crawl back into this game.
Yep, and Tyrant just threatened to kill off Junkersz expansion if he didn't back off there. So now it looks like it's going to be Brainman versus Tyrant, while Junkersz is allowed to mine from this middle expansion.
Well, Junkersz, in fact, really needs that expansion.
He does.
I doubt that they will just let him mine it. Tyrant probably will just roll over it very soon.
I think if Tyrant is able to take out Brainman and attack him without having anybody else focusing on him, he takes that risk of giving Junkersz an extra 1,000, 1,500 gold.
Yeah, which in that matter, they won't matter in the end if he manages to take Brainman. Without significant losses, of course.
But he does need to get moving relatively quickly.
Yeah, sitting on his base would certainly not do the trick. Okay, nope, not yet. Thinking about it? Okay. Still thinking? Okay. Just a nice show of hesitation there.
And Junkersz has scouted Brainman as well, sees that he is rebuilding his base, so neither one of these players is being fooled by Brainman at the moment, and Brainman does have 3,000 gold. He should probably go ahead and go up to 100, just because it's not going to be worth very much, and that mine just tapped out.
Yeah, well, he just reminded himself that, oh wait, there might be still some human units.
Yep. See if we can't get level 5, level 5.
He won't.
Nope.
You know how I think he could have at least level 5 on one hero and almost level 5 on the other. He should have just had a single hero.
Yep.
And then
pulled that one back and brought the other one in.
Yes. He might still get on the Lich. No.
Yeah, no. Maybe if he pulled that.
If he pulls the Dreadlord now.
Well, what did tanks give? 30 experience?
I think it got increased to like 40.
Nah, it's 30 still. So he would have gotten it just
Sure.
barely on the Lich. I just watched the Lich get 15 for killing off the tank, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright.
If he had pulled it back, he would have just barely gotten the level 5. And Tyrant going ahead attacking Junkersz now, so. You were right, I was wrong.
Well.
But that is gonna do, ensure that they get 2v1 right. That Tyrant gets 2v1 right now. I still think it would have been a better job for him to go ahead and just kill off Brainman. Although Brainman actually not in a terrible position right now with all these gargoyles and frostworms.
He got supply block for some reason. What happened?
So his...
okay.
Oops. Yeah, so we switch over here really quick to the food battle, but he lost a Necropolis, as well as a couple of Ziggurats. And the Lich does pop the potion just in time. I think we got a double sleep on the Death Knight, so we're not sure how long that'll last, but the Dreadlord looking really close too. And Dreadlord does go down right there, had a TP, was not able to get off, but the Lich goes down as well. Oh, beautiful save there on the Lich, but the Lich is still looking really low, and we may see both of them go down there. Still has that scroll of protection that he has not used, and are we going to see a beauty? Yep, so another coil there on the Lich, and Tyrant is the one forced to back off here.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a hell of a save.
And it happened 2 times. The Lich almost died the second time. Wow.
Yeah, so Junkersz has got to be sweating it a little bit right now.
Yeah, and he almost got the Lich as well. I mean, Tyrant's gold is just...
Still got it, but it's going away quickly.
And decreasing numbers. And he's 82 food, which means that when he goes to 100, he will be just at 2k. Brainman is going...
He's bringing in the troops.
Yeah. Might be a bit too early. And he just has gargoyles.
Yep. Well, he has 3 frostworms. But I do agree that it's too early. I mean, I think he's just going to waste it versus Tyrant, and maybe he's just moving it across the map. I'm not sure he's actually taking them to go fight against Tyrant.
Maybe he just... Yeah, he changed his mind, I think. He just took the worms and the 3 gargoyles that are coming right now. Which might be even worse decision, because now he is going to lose those.
Yeah, it would be better if he just fought with his heroes only.
Yeah, or even the better decision would be go 100, use the opportunity while it's just you versus Tyrant, and you might win the battle so decisively that you don't need to, you won't lose as much. Because if you, I mean, right now, 3 worms in that situation would just trigger both of them to think,
he's got so much gold.
Yeah, he's dangerous, and he won't achieve anything.
Yeah.
At least bring 1 worm. Oh, he attacks Junkersz now. I don't know. Okay, that's...
Nah, he was just attacking that shade, but...
Junkersz also has some hidden gargoyles. Oh, this is shaping to be a pretty cool game.
Yeah, it's You know, it's dragging out a little more than it needs to, but
Yeah, but you don't know who is going to win.
that's
To be
true.
honest,
It is, and it's a pretty
could
close
be
one.
anyone.
Everybody's with a shot, and they're gonna go ahead and hit each other like idiots for a little while.
No, that's a big mistake by Brainman, bringing those three worms.
Mm-hmm.
I think okay, he pulls back, he pulls one back. Smart choice because
If he pulled the other two back, that'd be better.
yeah. Well, just one more. I think just one would be nice in case he needs to chase a hero.
Yeah, but I think those are just gonna die instantaneously to all these gargoyles.
Yeah. Let us observe what is going to happen right now.
Smart move going for buildings, though. If we can, I'd like to see production buildings go down, but
The graveyard should go down. That's
yeah. Sorry, I said
Okay.
production. I meant supply.
Tyrant is
Does get down
Okay.
that Lechworm there. Frostworm, sorry, I need a lot more sleep apparently. And
okay.
Tyrant's losing units.
Yeah.
This you can clearly see the difficulties of fighting 6 undead heroes right now, as the fact that Tyrant's gargoyles are just melting away. He's down to 56 food. He's going to lose even more, but Brainman is losing units pretty rapidly as well. Junkersz may be the one to fare the best out of this. However, that Death Knight is getting low, does have the potion of vulnerability, goes ahead and pops that off now, and we could now see... Ooh, nice job sleeping that worm, actually. Been missing that all game.
Yeah. This might work in Tyrant's favor in the way that he would say, like, okay, I lost my army, are you happy now? I'm not the strongest anymore, Brainman has hidden army, blah blah blah, or Junkersz has the highest levels, blah blah blah, and takes the attention away from him. Well, he still has some gold.
Yeah, but the Black Citadel may go down to the...
Oh,
Ooh, it does, so that's going to be painful for him.
yeah, no more gargoyles.
And
Oh,
Brainman now going on the offensive manipulations, and he's going to go... Ooh, looked like he might attack Junkersz there.
yeah. Well, I think that's the end of teaming Tyrant. And Brainman, in my opinion, is in the worst position right now. Once again, 69 food, 1k gold. He might get the attention of both of them right now. Oh yes, now he definitely will get that attention.
Yep.
And that's why he shouldn't have taken half of his army. He lost the worms, he lost the gargoyles. Now he's just not as powerful. He should have just had them all, or just used one worm or something. Oh well. He apologizes to Junkersz.
Yeah, which, if they actually continue to ally after this, that might have been a smart move for Brain, because he just grabbed level 5 on the Dreadlord by doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny that he said, "Oh, sorry," like he did it
By accident.
by accident, but in fact he did it on purpose. It's quite obvious. That's the lovely free-for-all manipulation.
So, I'm curious why Junkersz feels the need to bring 4 gargoyles. Do you think this is purely because people are calling him out on units? I mean, he's bringing some, so maybe he feels like he can convince people this was a hidden army he had while he still has more, but realistically, the 10 hidden gargoyles are not going to do all that much by themselves either.
No. I don't know what he's trying to convince people. At that point, the only units that are valuable with that amount of gold and the hero levels are just frostworms. Even if you have 60 food of gargoyles, against 3 frostworms, they will die because Frost Nova, Carrion Swarm, bye-bye gargoyles, and then the frostworms just kill the heroes.
Alright, so let's do a quick bit of analysis on how each player wins going forward. So what do you think Tyrant's best bet is?
He should play dead. Like, okay guys, that was my last army, I just have heroes now. and then just hide some worms in the back. And then when the time arises, just use them and kill them. Brainman, I don't know. He just plays pretty randomly. I mean, he crawled himself into this position where he can actually win the game, and he can still win the game. However, he needs some kind of a miracle. His levels are still inferior. He doesn't have Inferno. He doesn't have Gold. He doesn't have 100 food army anymore. Well, yeah, in case he gets some hero kill and he manages to get level 6, then I see him, his chances increasing. Junkersz, yeah, he needs Tyrant dead and he wins. That's what I believe. Junkersz brings part of his army as well. He kind of copies
Brainman, yeah. Which I don't get either one of those. But I'd guess that Junkersz is going to try and convince him that's the entire army. And Junkersz, I mean, it's going to be interesting. He clearly still has the best heroes, and they look like they're going to continue teaming Tyrant for a while. Tyrant does have a hidden Alkalite up in the top left, which is good for him. That means that he's not completely... sorry. Got distracted there. It means he's not going to be completely shit out of luck should these die, as we can see bottom left as well. So he's doing a nice job covering spaces here. He's obviously getting lower on gold, but still in okay shape. He
has good items as well. Not on the Dreadlord. He needs to put one of the parry ups from the Dreadlord, from the Lich to the Dreadlord.
And here we go. We see multiple Infernals coming down here, and it'll be a question to see who can take out what. We do see the multiple nukes coming in from both Brainman and Junkersz. And the Gargoyle is really just kind of useless right now. I mean, they're not contributing very much.
I have no idea why they use them. It's like asking for a Nova. Oh, just see. I mean,
and then waste a scrolling kill. Yeah.
Yeah. You just pull them back right now. I mean,
send them to the base and say they died.
Yeah. Now is the okay. He realizes maybe not. At this point, every scroll, every potion, every gargoyle counts. And that scroll of healing that was used is 250 gold.
I'm not sure when he bought it exactly, but that could go a long ways. I mean, that's almost getting another scroll of teleportation. He still has the scroll of protection, which he's pretty much never used. In fact, he's got 2 of them.
Yeah. It's probably one of those situations, like, I don't know about other players, but oftentimes, for instance, I get a scroll of the beast or scroll of protection, and I just forget about it, and it stays with me until the end of the game. Like, I had multiple 100 food armies where I could easily, benefit from.
Death Knight getting very low right now.
Oh yeah.
Death Knight's going to TP, but this TP is not going to do a whole lot. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Junker's going to be the one to get the kill here, I think. And this is going to be really bad news.
He has Death Pact on the Worm. He needs Death Pact on the Worm.
Death Knight, super low. Death Knight goes down, so that's going to be bad news for Tyrant. And let's see how much damage they actually end up doing here, because we have Junker's Dreadlord is getting surrounded right now. Going to have to TP up with the Dreadlord for Tyrant, forced to TP as well. This is Brainman's chance to get a free kill on the Dreadlord. Dreadlord actually TP's below. Smart move there.
Who got the... Oh, the Junkersz got the kill.
Yes, Junkersz
got that was very important, who got the kill.
Yep.
Tyrant waited a bit for the Death Pact. He was hesitant to Death Pact the Worm.
Yeah, which...
Until the very last moment, and then, of course, he missed the chance.
And Brainman hunting down this Dreadlord, trying to get the kill on it, because this is the perfect time for Brainman to actually gain some experience. Let's see how he takes it on here. Dreadlord just backing up. Brainman being very hesitant right now, letting the draw out, and Let's see if he actually manages to pull this off, or if he does something dumb and gets one of his heroes killed.
It's funny. Brainman says stop yellow. He pumps, and Tyrant just says die.
So we do see that go down. Not level 6 on the Dreadlord yet, but Death Knight getting a little low. Going to be able to back up there, and he's going to go for multiple kills here. So this could be Brainman.
Okay, now stop. Oh.
And Junkersz is going to be the one to come in here, kill off that altar as well. Boy, this is... Tyrant's in bad position right now.
Okay, I didn't lag, I guess. Oh, Tyrant... Oh... He has an Acolyte on...
Yep, he's top left.
Yeah.
So he's going to have enough gold to rebuild, but he's going to need to build a couple
He
of
needs
things.
to build them now.
Yeah.
He needs to start now.
Although it looks like he's actually going to be able to call peace with Brainman, and they'll attack... Never mind.
Okay.
Did not take kindly to that suggestion.
Yeah, it's... First of all, why is he rebuilding exactly where Brainman can see? Questionable decision there. Well, okay, Brainman is taking his Gargs and Worm now. And I believe he wants to kill Tyrant.
Do you think he wants to kill Tyrant or Junkersz?
To me, it seems like he wants to kill Tyrant.
Yeah, and I guess that would be the opportunistic. I mean, he might be able to get level 6 on one of his heroes from all the stuff here, but then I don't like Brainman's chances against Junkersz.
I don't think he will be able to, because the experience will be split between the 3 heroes.
Well,
yeah.
Poor Tyrant's going to be pretty much crushed on this.
Yep, and that was a rage quit.
Well, partially rage quit, but also partially they didn't get credit for the Lich kill on the heroes now.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, that's the rage quit. It's like the final... Well, I'm not going to say the word, but everybody knows what word, you know, the final middle finger to your face, like, you're not taking the experience. So, yeah, that happens a lot in free-for-all. I also did it a couple of times.
To be fair, I don't see any reason that he would want to give Brainman any experience after the pain in the ass Brainman's been to him.
Absolutely. Oh, and seeing those slow Dreadlord and Lich just hurts my eyes, honestly. Just look.
Yep, and Junker's not very far behind food-wise either. Killing off some gargoyles here, this should not be too hard for Junker's to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It's really going to take a screw-up on Junker's part for Brainman to pull off this game.
Yeah, well, level 9 Dreadlords. He can use the scroll protection now as well.
He's going to end that game without using either scroll of protection. I'm calling it.
Yeah, I think you'll be right. Nope, you're not right. Okay, and the rest of the gargoyles are not fighting?
Well, yeah, those were the reserve gargoyles.
Oh, that's really bad fight.
God, that's just so much mayhem going on.
Yeah, but just the vampiric aura is just taking its toll, and no way.
And there's, well, theoretically there'd be a GG. We'll see.
I'm calling he'll say, I hope he didn't lag.
Yeah. Bot lag was too bad, couldn't win, not fair. Oh, nope, just a GG.
No. But wait, he doesn't quit yet. He'll say something.
Nope,
No?
he does.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so this is actually pretty important. If we go to hero scores, Junker's got 2 tiebreaker points on that for having the 2 highest level heroes at level 9. So that'll be important going forward for him, and just a very resounding win for him. Tyrant got a little unlucky that Brainman teamed him to death, pretty much. But really well-played game from Junker's, and got a little slow in the middle, but entertaining to the end.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, Junkersz is the one that deserves it the most. He fought beautifully against Letshave. Then he was, getting rolled by the tanks. Pretty lucky disconnect right there. could have been a lot worse. We don't know how the game would have shaped. Probably Brainman wouldn't have that chance of winning the game. But yeah, Junkersz, in my opinion, was the one that deserved it the most.
Yeah, and I had not seen him play at all previously, so I was very impressed with his playstyle. I look forward to seeing more of him, and hopefully with this win, he's managed to, if not secure himself a spot in Season 20, he's in good shape to get on the road to that.
Yeah, and one more thing, just
Yep.
go to Resources tab and see. Junkersz
27,000 gold to upkeep.
27,000 gold to upkeep, and just gold mine just 42,000. Imagine that's like less than.
Yeah. He needs to work on his macro a little bit, is what you might be trying to say.
But he still won.
Yeah, and
Quite impressive.
he got gold when it mattered in the middle of the game. I mean, he had a rough early game for sure, and there's a lot that can be improved, which is exciting in somebody that shows this much talent. I mean, you have to naturally have that micro pretty much, but after that, you can fairly easily develop the free-for-all and macro. I mean, that's not the hard part of the equation.
Yeah, just one thing that I didn't like about Junkersz. Boots.
So, Junkersz, if you happen to listen to this, make sure you get boots on your heroes.
Yes.
All right. Well, Maga, thank you for joining me for this.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure to shoutcast once again.
Yep, and we're excited to kick off Season 20 of the Free For All Masters League. Make sure to check out more casts soon. Thank you, and we'll see you all later.
See you.